evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first episode of PodMania Pro-Wrestling. Welcome to the 2018 draft, the big boy draft, if you will. I am joined, of course, by Garth Jackson and Chris O'Brien. How are you guys?
Good. Surely we're the first internet collective to try and launch a wrestling company. No one's ever done it before.
Absolutely not. No, this is a brand new concept. Absolutely unique. We are, of course, starting our own universe mode through the medium of the extremely immersive Fire Pro Wrestling world. The way this is going to work, ladies and gentlemen, is that we each have our own company. Tonight, as you are watching the first annual PodMania Pro-Wrestling Royal Rumble, tonight we'll be drafting our rosters. Now, each week then, you'll be treated to a show. Next week will be the first episode of my show, Ignition. The week after will be the first episode of Chris's program. Chris, tell us a bit about your program.
CXT. Basically, we're injecting some youth into this quite curmudgeonly organization.
Wow, Jesus. Unnecessarily harsh. Right.
Simple marketing. You go after your competition. Don't show your actual product.
Okay, and the week after that, we'll be having the first episode of Garth's new show, which is Garth.
Showtime Wrestling.
And we are all under the banner of PPW, PodMania Pro-Wrestling. If you'd like to think of it in the terms of WWE programming, Ignition is like Raw, Showtime is like SmackDown, and CXT is like Superstars. Basically. So, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have collected wrestlers. We have sorted wrestlers into 6 categories: main eventers, upper mid-carders, lower mid-carders, jobbers, tag teams or stables, and women. Now, anyone who is not in our list of people, then they can be free to be drafted to each show as and when we feel like it. In terms of who we've already picked, we have already picked one of each category. So I will disclose my roster thus far. As my main eventer, I have picked Pentagon. As my upper mid-carder, I have chosen Hiromu Takahashi. As my lower mid-carder, I have chosen Phoenix. As my jobber, I've chosen Bushi, who's quite a strong jobber, to be fair. Might be a bit harsh labelling him a jobber. For my tag team, I have picked the Young Bucks. And for my woman, I have chosen Io Shirai. Now, we've also said that someone who isn't on this list, we can also draft. Just the one. And I have chosen Shibata. Chris, CXT, can you run us quickly through your roster?
Okay, so my main eventer, I have Kenta Kobashi, who is somehow still wrestling at 70 years old. We have Big Van. We have Big Van Vader. We have the most brutal, the best member of Suzuki Gun, Taichi, from a lower mid-carder. He should have been a main eventer, just saying. We have Cassius Ohno as my jobber, which, again, you're really harsh with your picks for jobbers.
I'm really harsh. There was no way Ohno was making this draft if he was anything else other than a jobber.
That's sad. For my tag team, I have DIY. We'll both stay together. You'll have to tune into CXT to find out. For my woman, I have Kaylee Ray, because, believe it or not, I am Scottish. And for my off-list pick, I have Jimmy Havoc.
Good pick. Strong pick. Garth, Showtime Wrestling, run us through your roster before we start this draft.
Well, for my main pick, it's the excellence of execution, the greatest of all time, Bret Hart.
Fantastic.
And I picked Minoru Suzuki because he's absolutely mental.
Terrifying man, yep.
Neville, because WWE wasted him, and I'm going to make him great.
It's a good start, yeah, I like that.
Hashtag make Neville great again.
Get that trending, people.
Hey. Tiger Mask, but which one? We don't know.
Ooh. Is this going to lead to a Wrestle Kingdom style match where you've got Tiger Mask V versus Tiger Mask Dark?
Maybe.
Oh my god, this is going to be incredible.
My tag team are Motor City Machine Guns.
We miss you, Alex Shelley.
I've convinced Alex Shelley to come back. And my
To be fair, I brought
woman
Vader
is
back from dead.
exactly. So this is the promotion where dreams come true. I've gone for Tess Blanchard as my lady of wrestling.
Yeah, you stole my pick, to be fair.
My Valkyrie, because she's an absolute machine, and my non-listed person is Nick Aldis.
Oh, good.
He's brilliant.
Impressed you with his performance all in, I see.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, a few last pieces of admin. As pertains to championships, each show will have its own championships. As for pay-per-views, that is up to the person in control of the program. We will come together as a sort of round table for one show a year. Our main show, our WrestleMania. We haven't come up with a name yet because we haven't thought that far ahead. But
Tai Chi Mania.
It's not being Tai Chi Mania. Okay? It's not being Tai Chi Mania. It's also not being Big Boy Draft. But we
Big
will
Boy
find...
Slam.
For just anyone who doesn't understand the in-joke, Garth decided to describe this as the Big Boy Draft. So that's now the official... the unofficial name of this. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start our draft whilst you enjoy the highlights of the PodMania annual Battle Royale, or Royal Rumble, whichever you want to call it. And Garth, we're going to start with you. Are you ready?
I am so ready.
And I am going to completely assure, ladies and gentlemen, that these are random picks. So, what we're going to do is we're going to have 8 picks from each column. I think we'll start with all the main eventers first, get the big names out of the way. What do you think, guys?
Let's go, yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so Garth, your next main eventer is Kazuchika Okada.
Oh, yes. Okada versus Bret Hart.
That's quite possibly the greatest start to a draft ever.
Fuck you,
Chris is so jealous.
I was going to put him against Kibashi and Vader. He would have been better. He's going to be wasted on fucking Showtime.
Maybe he'll come, take your belt, and bring them back to Showtime.
Wow. An invasion angle already being started, despite the fact that we haven't actually aired any episodes of our shows yet. Chris, your first main eventer from the draft is
Hulk Hogan.
Sting.
Nice.
That's not a bad pick, mate, to be fair.
It's not Okada.
It isn't, but I would love to see Sting versus Vader. Anyway,
That's totally never happened before.
Anyway, the first main event pick for Ignition, the main show, is Ric Flair.
Ooh.
I'll take that.
It's weird that Sting's the worst pick out of the three of us.
Yeah, it is. It's not often that Sting's seen as the weak link, is it, really?
Do I get fake Sting out of this?
That is true. Right, Garth, your next main eventer?
Come on, then.
Jushin Thunder Liger.
Yes.
I mean, I'll be honest, he is possibly punching in this category, but for his legacy and what he did for New Japan and the light heavyweight division and the junior heavyweight division and everything else he's put in there. So, Chris, your next main eventer is the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh,
wow.
Brilliant.
I'll tell you what, for someone so young, you have got such an old roster, Chris.
I know.
Oh, God. NXT Miles.
Yeah, I was thinking that. This is why it's called Superstars. And
To be fair, Warrior does need a bit of in-ring touching up.
yeah, true.
True.
Maybe we can clean up his image. And my next pick is Antonio Inoki.
You're getting my ass for people being old.
Yeah, I was thinking that. But Ric Flair versus Inoki, tell me people don't want to see that. We book the
But he
matches
did back
people
in-
want to see on Ignition. Right. Chris? No. Sorry. Garth, you ready?
Me. Yep, I'm ready.
Your third pick is Daniel Bryan.
Ooh.
I'll tell you
Fuck
what,
you.
he has had a very, very good draft so far. Number 3 for CXT, John Cena.
I'm just getting all the big guys who can't work.
It's
Hey,
definitely
take
the,
that back.
definitely the
Ultimate
workout
Warrior's a
show.
good worker.
I saw him work a 10-minute match once. And for Ignition... Oh, fuck, I've got Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
Why did you even put Hulk? Nobody wants him.
I
No,
would
I
take Hulk
know.
Hogan. I love Hulk Hogan.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair?
Yeah, I suppose.
To be fair, I'd go for Hogan versus Hart more because that never actually properly happened.
No, right, well, let's... Shut up, both of you. Anyway. I hate you all.
Yeah, Hollywood Hogan.
Oh, I could start my own faction, my own NWO. Garth, your fourth pick. We are at the halfway point of our main eventers. You have got Tetsuya Naito.
Ah, I fucking hate you.
So, hang on a minute. What's the number one show?
Oh, Jesus, this is.
To be fair,
wow.
I have the bigger draws.
Do you?
Hey.
Tell me John Cena drew more. Tell me Naito drew more money than Cena.
I mean, if we're going to be pedantic about it, surely Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and Antonio Inoki drew the most money. I'm just putting that out there.
Probably right.
So I'm just going to leave that out there. Chris, to join your ancient ranks is Triple H. Wow. To be fair, I don't mind Triple H.
I'll trade him if you want.
No, there are no trades.
Oh.
And my next one... Oh, for fuck's Roman Reigns.
Oh, don't shit on Reigns.
No, I'm not.
You could make him a heel.
Well, we might be able to book him in the way that WWE just couldn't. We'll soon see.
Might get some ideas.
So at the halfway point, Chris, how are you feeling about your picks so far?
To be fair, with the exception of Warrior, I've got good picks.
Yeah, Garth.
Over the moon.
Yeah, you can't really complain. As you have possibly the most stacked roster at the moment.
Daniel Bryan's probably the least.
Yeah, true. True. I've got a mixed bag. I'm not gonna lie.
I'd kill Warrior for Bryan.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I will swap you Roman Reigns for Daniel Bryan in a heartbeat. Anyway,
I'd swap for Warrior.
Wow. Well, we will conclude any business dealings once the episode is off air. In the meantime, Garth, pick number 5 of the main eventers. You have got...
What should be Kenny Omega?
Randy Savage.
Oh, yes. I'm glad you didn't say Orton.
Yeah.
I got worried for Garth there when he said Orton.
Yeah, well, Randy Orton is still in the draft pool, so let's just...
He's going to get injured if he's in mine.
On the first show, on purpose.
Yeah.
We're not even going to see it either. It'll be a backstage segment. Chris, you've got Kurt Angle.
Yes.
It's a decent pick. And then...
Which version? The current?
Whichever version Chris fancies using.
TNA.
Yeah.
TNA.
So, certainly not the Shield version, I assume.
Well, it depends if I get Seth or not.
That's true. And my next one is Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Nice.
I'll take that.
Fuck am I in? How the fuck am I the only one with no New Japan guys?
Yeah, as our New Japan guy. Brilliant.
You're going to hear the way we book these people.
I was just going to say, Tanahashi's going to be a proper jobber. It's going to make you cry. It's going to be brilliant.
I'm already crying.
Right. Chris. No, Garth. Pick 6.
6.
CM Punk.
CM cunt.
Wow. Strong words. I mean, we don't know. It's untrue. Chris. Eddie Guerrero.
Nice.
It's a good pick. We've still got some strong names in there.
Omega hasn't been set out yet.
And I have Shawn Michaels. I can see what my main event's going to be straight away.
Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels?
Well, that's certainly an
rematch
option.
everyone wants.
It's not going to be that, but that's certainly an option. With 2 rounds left of main eventers, we have still got in the draft pool, just to highlight some names, we've still got Kenny Omega, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, Randy Orton, The Undertaker, and Seth Rollins. So there are still some big names left, some big names. But with 2 picks each left, Garth,
yes,
your next pick is AJ Styles.
yes.
Jesus, your
Bret Hart's
main
gonna have a
event
lot.
scene is through the roof.
I'm not going to be able to book all this.
You really aren't. What a waste they are on Showtime. Chris, your next man is...
Give me someone else who can work. Come on.
Well, your wish is my command. The Undertaker.
Fuck you.
What about like Big Evil?
I mean, I
Big
am
Evil's
just
before
going
my
to quickly
time.
state that there are some absolute doozies in the jobbers, and if it's so cool, I cannot wait for just rip-roaring matches such as, you know, The Undertaker versus Iizuka. Undertaker versus Captain New Japan.
Fucking Iizuka and Captain New Japan make it, but Wolfgang and Chris Renfrew don't.
Did Trevor Murdoch?
Trevor Murdoch, yes, is in our draft.
You see, I want you guys to get Trevor Murdoch, but I also want Trevor Murdoch.
Oh god, if you get Trevor Murdoch, you might as well shut your doors instantly.
Fucking
Anyway,
he's getting pushed.
we have got one more round each for... Oh no, I haven't chosen mine, have I?
Nope.
I have got... Sorry, just randomising. They're coming up with people that I've already got. Seth Rollins.
Nice.
Good solid pick. I'd argue he should be in the mid-card bit, but okay.
Really?
You've
Seth
got
Rollins? I would argue if
Reigns.
pushed right, he would be the face of any company. Pushed right.
If
And
he could cut a better promo.
If he could cut a better promo, yeah. Though, arguably, is that important in New Japan? Is it that important?
I mean, Kenny Omega's the most popular guy, and he cuts the best promo in the company.
Yeah, but you
And
could
also,
argue...
for a Western audience, no, because you can't understand.
Well, yeah, there is that, I suppose. Right, our final round of main event picks before we move into the upper mid-card. Garth, your last pick. Oh, for God's sake, Kenny Omega.
I fucking hate... I just said what should be Kenny Omega. Fuck you.
So, just to clarify, Garth has the top 3 stars of New Japan.
And AJ Styles.
And AJ Styles. Oh, for God's sake. Just to go with workers for Chris, he's got Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Have a fucking white beer.
How do you say Showtime in Japanese?
And I have got Will Ospreay. So,
Wow.
just to clarify, the names of the main eventers that have not been drafted are as follows. We have not got drafted Goldberg, Randy Orton,
Good.
Brock
Good.
Lesnar,
Good.
Samoa Joe,
Shit.
Ooh.
Finn Balor, or The Rock.
Fucking, I get Ultimate Warrior and fucking Triple H, but Samoa Joe remains undrafted.
As does Finn
Maybe
Balor.
maybe we can do some, free agent deals.
Exactly. These are available to be drafted as free agents. But we move on to the upper mid-carders now. We'll try and get through these as quickly as possible, just so that we can get our rosters nice and confirmed. So, Garth, your first pick is Kevin Owens.
Nice.
It's a very good first pick. Chris, Juice Robinson.
I'd be happy if I had a better main event.
Yeah, I mean, it's worrying that Juice Robinson is probably going to be pushed into the main event on your show at the moment.
You could just be like TNA though and have like a really shit main event and have like an awesome X division.
That is true. That was my plan, if I'm honest. If you look at who I've got. As I'm currently boasting Ospreay, Phoenix, Takahashi, and Bushi.
I mean, I have Tai Chi, so ultimately...
I mean, the main event's sorted, isn't it? I have drafted Keith Lee.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty strong opening round. Garth, your next draft pick is Haruki Goto.
All right, nice.
So, solid mid-carder. I wouldn't say he's anywhere near the main event, but, I
don't
Chris,
like that.
Braun Strowman.
You know what? I'm fine with Braun.
Really? Is it because of his exceptional work rate?
No, I just like those hands.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hey,
Brilliant stuff. And yes! I've drafted Kota Ibushi.
Fucker!
Get in.
I think at some point we're just going to hear like Chris's headphones slam down and the door
I think I already have once. At least once.
Fucking the only New Japan guy I have is fucking Juice Robinson.
You never know, mate. We've got loads in the tag team division. Garth, third pick. Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
Who's that
one of
coming
my
out the sky? R-E-Y. Mysterio. Here we go.
To make you feel old, I got into wrestling after he stopped using that as his theme tune.
Wow. Just for that, Chris, you've drafted Kane.
No! You're doing this on purpose.
I swear to God I'm not.
How the fuck is he upper mid-card?
Corporate Kane versus current unemployed Kurt Angle.
I love the fact that you can bring the Brothers of Destruction back.
Yep.
True, I do have a pretty solid tag division right now.
And just to add to my amazing junior division, I've drafted Marty Skrull. So
it seems to be like a theme.
It does. I'm not gonna lie. It does look like we're loading this against Chris. I swear to God, we're not. It's a randomizer.
I was one of the ones really championing this. It's like, yeah, it's great. I can't, because I just assumed I'd be getting lucky.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's not happening. Garth once again has got a great pick. He's got Kushida.
Okay, yeah, nice.
Oh yes, I have got. Oh no, this isn't me.
Chris.
Sorry.
What do I?
No.
Oh, what do I get then?
Edge.
You said, oh yes. Oh yes.
That's quite a decent. I'm impressed with that one.
Edge, one of my favourites of all time.
Yeah, mine. Fantastic wrestler.
This is the first match I ever watched.
And I have drafted Johnny Mundo. So, overall, not a bad round.
Nice.
We're halfway through. So, Garth, how you feeling?
Quite positive, yeah. There's a couple there that I could see going up, maybe moving up and, challenging.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris?
Fucking, how is Kane an upper mid-carder? you look... I know these tiers. I know there's people like Walter in fucking lower mid card. What the fuck is Kane doing in upper mid card?
Yeah, just Legacy. An FYI, people. Legacy. In the lower mid carder, we have got Andrade Cien Almas, Walter, Sami Zayn, Jonathan Gresham, Rob Van Dam, Cedric Alexander, Leo Rush, Moose, Brian Cage, Matt Sydal. So we've got some, decent people yet. Chris has found himself with Kane. So, who, by the way, is one of my favorite wrestlers ever.
He literally, by the time I was watching him, he was fucking feuding with Great Khali. So I didn't get good Kane.
No, you didn't get good Kane. Garth.
No, it's yours, isn't it? Oh no, that's mine.
No, it's yours. You've got Switchblade Jay White.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Showtime certainly appearing to be the A show right now. Chris, you've got your wish. You've finally got a New Japan guy. Michael Elgin.
Nice.
And I have got Austin Aries.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll take that. Pick 6 for each person. Garth, you've got The Miz.
Brilliant.
Again, possibly punching above his weight slightly. Say again, Chris.
Like Kane.
Oh, you bastard, Chris. Jeff Cobb.
Ah, yes. Getting Jeff Cobb versus Vader.
And I have got Chris Jericho.
Okay. Nice.
Gav, you have no right to say fuck you to me right now.
That's it. I didn't say fuck you. You said Jeff Cobb versus Vader, and I said and Kane.
It sounded like It's the accent.
I personally think that Kane should be inserted into every championship match you have, even the women's championship.
Oh, we don't have women's championship. It's an intergender show.
Oh, wow. Okay, fair enough. Just so you know, we have got 2 picks each left. Currently left in the upper mid-carders, we have Mr. Perfect. We have Shinsuke Nakamura. Zack Sabre.
Hang on, what? Hang on, fucking Shinsuke Nakamura's in the upper mid card, but like Liger and Ospreay end up in main event. What the fuck is going on?
Well, at the moment, Shinsuke Nakamura has been rather badly used by the WWE, and I don't really consider him a main eventer in the WWE. So,
and Liger has legacy.
That's true. Legacy.
Nakamura has legacy.
Zack Sabre Jr., Matt Riddle, Cody, Jay Lethal, Mick Foley. I don't know why he's an upper big carder. Ricochet, Dean Ambrose, the British Bulldog, Aleister Black, Bobby Lashley, and my personal favourite, this one snuck in, Yokozuna.
I'm going to end up with Yokozuna fucking watch.
You are going to end up with Yokozuna.
It's going to happen now.
It is going to happen because Garth, keeping up his fantastic streak of picking good wrestlers, has got Matt Riddle.
Brilliant.
No chosen bros at this point.
You've got Aleister Black, Garth.
No.
Didn't Garth just get...
Chris, sorry. Chris.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. Chill out. Calm down. And I have drawn Shinsuke Nakamura.
I was happy with Aleister Black until you said that.
Tell you what, that's made my main event scene look a bit better. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Shinsuke. That'll do. Anyway, our last pick of the upper mid card leaves Garth with Ricochet.
Yes.
Chris, you have got Mick Foley.
Okay.
Which, you know, you can have some fantastic landmine death matches with him. And, oh fuck, I've ended up with Yokozuna.
He burned you, Rob.
He did.
I can see Yokozuna versus Will Ospreay.
Yeah,
he's gonna eat up your main event division, quite literally.
Yeah, that's it's not the best pick to end my
like
upper mid carder.
A new spin on a squash match.
So Jesus Christ. So, just to clarify, people not selected from the upper mid card are Mr. Perfect.
Got it.
I know. Zack Sabre Jr. Cody.
Meh.
Dean Ambrose.
Oh no.
British Bulldog. And Lashley. So, still quite a few big names in there. We will discuss potential trades and free agents once the show goes off air. In the meantime, we will go to the lower mid card now, and let's change it up a bit. Let's give Chris the first go on this, because let's face it, his show's shit. So,
you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna turn this around. Fucking WWE in the Attitude Era had to build their roster. I'm
the one who's setting up myself for a fall.
That is true.
I've got too many good people. How can I keep them all happy?
So far, we've got All the Gear, No Idea, which is Garth. We've got Christmas at the Retirement Home, which is Chris.
My last one was actually a lot of younger people and Kane.
A lot of good people and Kane. Do you know what? Kane's amazing. At least you don't have Yokozuna. Right, lower mid card, Chris. You ready?
If it was going to be Falabar.
Oh, no, Falabar's a jobber. Don't you worry. No, Mustafa Ali.
Okay.
Who's put on some absolutely stellar matches in 205 Live. Incredibly underrated. Garth. Akira Tozawa.
All right, nice. I've seen him in a while.
I have got Gran Metalik. Which, it's a meh pick, but I'm alright with it.
Yeah, we all got the solid no jump out your seat because you're so happy picks there.
Yeah, everyone off 205 Live there. Chris, to add to your no movement roster, you've got Bad Luck Farley. Enjoy that, buddy.
I have no one else from Bullet Club to put in with.
It's all right. If you get the Gorillas of Destiny, you can start the firing squad.
Yay! I need Ishimori though.
Which, let's face it, has got rave reviews from everybody.
I know every G1 review on the Young Lion podcast, I totally wasn't bitching about them.
No,
getting
absolutely
DQ'd
not,
all the
and neither
time.
was anybody else. Garth, you've got Matt Seidel,
Nice.
and I've got Bray fucking Wyatt. Get in.
I thought you picked Bray Wyatt as one of your main picks.
I didn't. No, I balked at the sight of Bray Wyatt and decided to get Hiromu instead, which I think was a wise pick, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
But 2 picks in, I think we've all got fairly decent picks, apart from Chris, who ended up with Bad Luck Fale. Sorry, mate. I genuinely do feel for you.
You could have put so many people in there, like Fale. You could have put him in with the God and just he's your pride. He's your bit of collateral you get with fucking Tamatonga, but no.
No, I'm afraid not. But what we do have is Chris, you've got Rob Van Dam.
Yes.
Chris.
Can we get high to get?
Oh, sorry, no, not Chris. Garth.
Jesus.
Taiji Ishimori.
Oh no, I was so happy with RVD.
That's a pretty good pick. And I've got Tomohiro Ishii.
How come I keep getting a good pick and then you two immediately get 2 better picks?
I mean, Grand Metalik wasn't exactly a great pick.
I don't pick them. They pick the company Showtime.
Yeah, they want to come to the show where they've got no scope for development at all because the main event scene is that heavy.
It's like WCW.
Yeah. They're going to be crossing the border to come to Ignition.
All the good wrestlers are just sitting around collecting their money.
Yeah, true. So we are now into the 4th round of the lower mid card with Chris getting Buddy Murphy.
Okay.
You can continue that really fantastic rivalry between Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali.
Most improved of 2018.
Fantastic, yeah, absolutely. Garth, you've got the Velveteen Dream.
Oh, yes.
And I have got... do you know what? I'm not bothered about that. I've got Apollo Crews. I'll take that.
Apollo Crews was amazing back on the Indies.
Absolutely.
Like,
when he was in Our Nation.
Yeah, when he was in CZW back when I really wanted blood, and he was amazing.
He was, and he is. So now we're halfway through. How are we feeling? Chris, we'll start with you.
You know what? I have solid picks here. What I think I have over you guys is my divisions are very well pronounced, whereas you guys are starting to blur together. Too much star power is a bad thing.
Yeah, no.
Garth, how are you feeling? How was Showtime Wrestling faring?
Well, our wage bill's starting to go up and up and up.
Yeah, you got a lot of money at Showtime, haven't you?
Yeah.
So turn it behind you.
We move on. Chris, Sami Zayn.
Yes. Oh, can I have him be Generica?
You can have him be whatever you want. Garth, Moose.
Enjoy those chants.
Yeah.
Enjoy those fucking. I went to a What Culture show that Moose was on, and after he was on, just nothing but Moose chants for the rest of the
Nothing
night.
else mattered but Moose. I've got EC3. Get in, I'll take that.
Nice.
So 3 more picks each.
Trouble.
Chris, you're welcome, my friend. You've got Walter.
Yes. Walter versus Vader.
Garth, it's a good job you've started to warm to him. You've got Brian Cage.
Nice.
And I've got Hangman Page. Possibly, I mean, one of the MVPs of the G1?
As someone who watched every G1 match, I'm going to say no, but he's definitely the second best breakout.
Oh, God, yeah. When you put that together, though, I mean, apart from the people you expected to have great G1s, your Kenny Omega, I mean, Ishii was fantastic. Hiroshi Tanahashi, when he needed to be, was absolutely sensational.
In terms of surprises, the only person who surprised me more, people who surprised me were Jay White, mostly because he had another best run of form before his Juice Robinson match, and Sonata, who just had who just had a match of the night nearly every night.
Sonata's fantastic. Just so understated and so fantastic. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've each got 2 more picks. Chris, Hideo Itami.
Nice.
Please use him better than the main roster have. Garth, Cedric Alexander.
Nice. Take that.
And I've got Dolph Ziggler.
By the way, did you see Hideo turn back up in Noah?
Yes, to take on...
Marufuji.
That's right.
It was a decent match.
Was it good?
It was decent. Well, to be fair, it's Marufuji versus Hideo Itami.
Yeah.
It was slightly disappointing, but I think Hideo sort of lost a bit of a step having to work a WWE style. Like, the more Noah matches he'll work, the better it'll become.
I
So
personally
is he
Go on.
is he out of WWE now then?
No.
No, they have a deal because they're not using him anyway. So it's like, hey, you can go to Noah because Noah aren't competition. So
Yeah, they do it with Cassius Ohno all the time.
yeah, and they sent Apollo Crews to Preston City Wrestling.
They've sent him twice now, haven't they?
Have they?
I think
To be
they've sent
fair,
him twice.
I don't think that's the place Apollo Crews most wants to go. He'd want to go to Preston City Wrestling.
Nobody wants to go to Preston.
Stu Bennett part of that.
No, I don't know. I don't actually follow Preston.
So would it be in his hometown?
Sorry.
I thought it was Manchester. Never mind. We've went on a tangent.
Yeah, we've gone on a slide tangent. I think it is Manchester because he got a tattoo of the Manic Street Preachers because they're his favourite band as well. Or is that?
Yeah, but the Manic Street Preachers are from Wales.
Oh fuck! I thought they were from Manchester. Never mind.
No,
Anyway,
he's definitely from Preston.
moving on. Anyway,
Oh, no.
Chris, you've got Drew McIntyre.
Nice, big Scottish boy.
Garth, carrying on your weird 205 live thing, you've got TJP.
Nice.
And fucking Big Show.
He used to be able to do moonsaults.
Well, let's just say that a tag team between Yokozuna and the Big Show's not out of the question.
Unfortunately, I can't reunite Kane and Big Show, or Big Show and Undertaker.
That's
for that
true.
matter.
Also, Jericho might be a thing again.
Yeah.
So, not selected from the lower mid card, we have got Rusev.
Fuck.
I know. Andrade Cien Almas.
Shit.
Ah.
Bobby Roode.
Ah.
Meh.
Silas Young.
Meh.
Flip Gordon.
Very meh.
Leo Rush.
Hasn't been good since he joined WWE.
Kenny King. And
King.
Jack Gallagher. So, we now move on to possibly my favourite, the Jobbers. So, we're going to run through this as quickly as possible. Chris, your first jobber is James Ellsworth.
Oh, fucking course.
Enjoy. I think you should just have a segment on the show where you just have a different man murder him every week.
I have enough big ties.
Don't you have Braun Strowman, Kane, and The Undertaker?
Yeah, also Vader,
Oh, Jesus
Walter.
Christ.
Ultimate Warrior, Kenta Kobashi. Imagine James Ellsworth getting burning hammered.
Oh, my God. That's
Elgin,
like 9
Jeff
weeks.
Cobb.
9 weeks of CXT.
Alistair Black.
Garth, you've got Gado.
To go with Okada.
And I have got... Garth, did you choose Tiger Mask? You did, didn't you?
Yep.
In which case, I've got Zack Ryder.
Ah.
Woo woo woo.
Woo, woo, woo.
Woo, woo, woo.
You know it.
Do we though?
So, do you know what? I'm quite happy with that. He's not really a jobber. But I do need people to job out, so he probably will be.
I've got Kenny Omega. I mean, I've got Okada and all sorts of people I can job out.
Jesus, put your dick
Don't
away,
you fucking-
Garth.
I swear to
Kenny
God,
Omega.
if you job out Kenny Omega, I will walk to Newcastle and
It's really not that far.
Well, I mean,
from the
if he
hamlet
comes
you
up
live.
against Bret Hart,
Right.
Bret Hart's not that good.
Chris, or is it me? No, it's Chris, isn't it? We're starting a new round.
Yeah.
Togi
Yeah.
Makabe.
Nice. Another big boy.
Garth, you've got the young lion Katsuyori Kitamura.
ever heard of him?
He's a young lion. He can do a body slam.
Yeah, he's basically the Japanese Goldberg.
Hey, he might be good within the next year, and he can after they send him on excursion. So
Yeah, he's got fangs.
Yes.
That's all you need to know.
there might be a
Wow.
return on investment.
I've drafted Manabu Nakanishi. So I didn't say which incarnation of Nakanishi, but I've got Nakanishi.
You've just thrown a lot of Japanese guys for gas. Not going to know in here.
Yeah, pretty much. Chris, you've got Taguchi. Can't go wrong with Taguchi.
He's going to hold the title, mate.
Wow. Okay. Him and Tai
Is the Repo Man in here?
Of course he's fucking not.
Oh, man.
Why the fuck would I put the Repo Man in?
Because he'd be amazing, Jobber.
Now shut up, Garth, and have Yoshihashi. Sit down and enjoy your Yoshihashi.
But nobody can enjoy Yoshi. It's like Is it like in The Simpsons with Marge's Sundays? It's like New Japan keep throwing out Yoshihashi. It's like, why does nobody like my Yoshihashi?
Well, I've ended up with Curtis Axel, so that's good.
Literally, I am New Japan.
You are the New Japan. It's really depressing.
Fuck
Chris,
it up.
enjoy Cheeseburger.
Yeah, I will enjoy Cheeseburger.
Good, I'm glad. Garth, you've got Falabar. I love Falabar.
Imagine if you'd had Falabar versus Yokozuna.
Oh my god. Be like mirror image. It'd be incredible.
It'd be father versus son.
I've got both members of the B team, so I've ended up with both Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas.
Former
Nice.
NXT champion.
Former NXT champion, criminally underrated, also on the same show as his brother, so guess where that's going. Next, halfway through, how are we feeling, guys? Chris, start with you. How are you feeling with your jobbers?
I don't think Ono or McAvey are jobbers, but...
Well, not on your show, no.
You know, I have a pretty solid mid-card.
You do, you just got no main event.
To be fair, no, I do have a main event. I just need to put them against mid-carders to make them look good.
Having Kenta Kobashi is not a main event.
I know, Kobashi versus Cena, that's good. Kobashi versus
I
Angle.
forgot you got Cena, to be fair.
Vader, Edge, Elgin, Kane.
Garth, who have you got, man? How are you feeling?
Well, I'm going to need interpreters for quite a lot of this.
That is true. Yours are
I've got you,
cutting
fam.
no promos. No promos for Garth.
I'm not going to have time. Got
I'm
too many
just-
stars to get off.
That's true. Your shows are going to be like 4 hours. Pay-per-view every week. Mine are all right. Anyway, moving on. Chris, you have got the man who does nothing but lose, Kurt Hawkins.
Until
It's a shame I don't have Zack Ryder.
Yeah, until he beats Tai Chi for the title.
Hang on, I'll put him with Edge.
Yeah.
Nice little Edge head thing going on.
Oh, nice. I like that. Garth, you've got Goldust.
Aye, nice.
Fucking, he's a jobber. Fucking Kane is upper mid-carder, but Goldust is a jobber.
Legacy, mate. Legacy. And
Goldust. No, fuck you.
I've ended up with David Finlay Jr., so I suppose that's karma. Next. Chris, you have got R-Truth, who, in fairness, main evented this last episode of SmackDown, so...
Did he?
He did, against The Miz.
Former
this is why you
TNA World
stop.
Champion.
He's also...
NWA, not TNA.
Yeah, well.
He's also doing the funniest work he's done in ages, so I'll defend him there. Garth, Ty Dillinger.
Nice.
And, oh, fuck, I've ended up with Azuka. Oh.
You know what? Azuka's fun.
No, he's not. He's shit. He's old. He can't move. He's shit.
Oh no, he's a fun entrance, is what I'm saying.
Just runs through around biting people. I'm not having that.
That's fun.
You can
New
have
Japan.
Hirai Kawato. Enjoy.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Chris, Garth, you've got Tomoyuka Oka. Another young
Who?
lion. Another young lion.
All right.
Amazing. And, oh, yes, I've got the Hype Bros back together. Mojo Rawley.
I hate Mojo.
A bit of mojo in there, a tiny bit of spunk.
Yeah. Wow. That went places. That went places.
Yeah, but wow.
Chris, oh, the man, Titus O'Neil.
Slide down to the ring.
Yep, enjoy that.
He beat Sami Zayn clean once in NXT.
He did. You're right. Once.
Father of the Year.
That is true.
Kisses his son on the mouth.
Garth, you've got Elias.
Oh, bollocks.
Jobber.
Yeah, well, I couldn't fit
And
him
Kane
in
is up in
anywhere
mid card,
else.
Gaff. Let me.
Elias is getting rocket strapped.
And I have got, for my last pick, Herculeo. Fuck's
Did you
sake.
see the videos from WrestleMania weekend where Elias was going around to people going, "Hey, do you want me to play you a song? Yeah, we'll buy a ticket. I'll play you a song tonight."
I get it.
No, I hadn't. That's amazing, though. Right, so that was a fairly shit round for me, but it's fine. We move on to tag teams, and we've started with both of you, so we're going to start with me this time, if that's okay with you two.
Do it.
And I'm starting with the Revival,
Nice.
which,
I like them.
to be honest, they should be
Say
used a
again.
lot better than they actually are. Chris, you have got El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru,
Not bad.
so decent. Oh, Garth, you've got
Give
the
it to me.
pleasure, nay, the honour of Trevor Murdoch and Lance Cade. Yes, my friend.
Yes.
No,
Champions.
Reigning tag team champions, do I hear?
Yeah.
I've got the Outsiders. So Hulk Hogan and the Outsiders.
you're going to be held up for a lot of money.
I'm going to be held to a lot. Well, that can also be Diesel and Razor Ramon. So we'll see which one I decide to use. Chris, you have got the Dudley Boys.
Do I get all the ECW Dudleys with this?
No, you don't. They are WWE Dudleys and WWE 2015 Dudleys as well.
Oh, so I don't get Spike.
No, you can have
Can
Spike
I-
as well. You can have Spike.
Yes.
That's fine. And Garth, you've got Sanity.
Nice.
So
Four,
that
Nikki Cross about Sanity.
that does include Nikki Cross, yes.
Yes.
So that's
I
4
still
men.
think I win by getting Spike.
Did you? No. Anyway. I've got my first jobber tag team. Brilliant. Heath Slater and Rhino. Fantastic. The less said about that, the better. Chris, you've got War Machine.
Oh,
And Garth, you've got the Usos.
Usos.
Okay, that's good, that is. I've gone for the Killer Elite Squad, which ruins anyone's collector's ideas about having all of the members of Suzuki-gun, which I believe
I already ruined that by taking Desperado. And
No, that's what I meant. I thought, haven't you got everyone else?
no, I haven't got Suzuki. Garth has Suzuki.
Oh, fuck's sake, Garth.
So I've got basically all the best men, and no one's got Zack Sabre.
Oh, no, he's gone undrafted, hasn't he? I've got OVE, which... Oh, no, shit. No, I haven't. Chris, you've got OVE.
Yes, does that come with Callahan?
It does come with Callahan.
Yes.
You've got some solid tag teams.
Damn.
And... Oh, man. Garth, you've got Luke Harper and Eric Rowan.
Bludgeon Brothers.
Bludgeon Brothers. Might have to talk about them later.
The bloated brothers.
However, I'm not that bothered anymore because I have Evil and Sonada.
No, you
Nice.
fucker.
That's a big pick, that is. It's a big pick. It's about time because my tag division looks a bit shit at the moment. Chris, you have got Yujiro Takahashi and Chase Owens.
Mhm.
You know that really, really famous tag team.
The best Bullet Club tag team.
Obviously. Garth,
And
I think you win this round, though. You've got SoCal Uncensored.
Yes.
If
All,
you-
all three.
All three.
Yes.
You should get. Am I the only think SoCal Val should be in SoCal Uncensored?
It really should.
She was at the Ring of Honor show I was at, believe it or not.
Say again.
She was at the Ring of Honor show I was at a couple of weeks ago.
Was she?
Yeah,
Was she-
because she was presenting for Fight.
She does World of Sport.
Yeah, she was just going, it starts here tonight in Edinburgh. Yay! Ben goes to London. Boo. Ben goes to wherever the fuck it was. Boo.
Nice. Just so you know, we are 5 rounds into the tag team. These are the tag teams still undrafted. The Hardy Boys, the Gorillas of Destiny, the Undisputed Era,
Fucking hell.
the Bar, the New Day, British Strong Style, the Authors of Pain, Roppongi 3K, the Kingdom, the Briscoes, LAX, Breezango, the Ascension, the Lucha Dragons, and the Mighty.
The Lucha Dragons are in here. Fucking, you miss out the New Age click, but the fucking Lucha
Demolition.
Dragons.
Correct.
No World Warriors.
Do you know what? Next time you do the bloody draft. I have picked British Strong Style.
Ah, you prick.
Yeah, which is all 3 guys. Which I will take.
Trent Seven Army.
Chris, you've got the Gorillas of Destiny.
Nice. I can actually do some of it ballet now.
There you go. And Garth, you've got the Authors of Pain.
Nice, yes. I like those.
Maybe you can stick them with Drake Maverick and package them as 2.5 men.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I've got Breezango. Brilliant.
Moving on.
Yeah, the less said about that, the better.
I love Tyler Breeze.
It's all right, Chris. You've got the Ascension.
You know what? I'm gonna.
You know what?
NXT Ascension were amazing.
They got such a raw deal when they moved up.
Yeah,
They did.
They made them. I was so mad because they were legit. Because I wasn't that much of a smark when I started watching NXT, so I liked them before I became a smark, and it never went away. So
Well, I'm sure we won't care in a minute, and Garth definitely won't because he's just drafted the Undisputed Era.
Kevin.
Fuck's
he
sake.
doesn't need Adam Cole.
He
I
doesn't
don't need
need
anyone.
any of them, Chris. Never mind just Adam Cole. He doesn't need any of them.
To be fair, what's he going to do with Roderick Strong? Make him lose?
That's true. Job him out. He's got no job.
Do I get all 4 members?
Yes. And my final tag team, not jobbers, that's force of habit, isn't it? Is Roppongi 3K, which I'll take.
Does that go with Rocky Romero?
That includes Rocky Romero, yeah. Because to be
Well, there's
fair,
Jetpack.
I'm apparently building a massive junior division. So, anyway, Chris, you've got the Bar. So, Cesaro and Sheamus.
I'm just going to put Sheamus on his own and put Cass's on with Cesaro.
That's a great shout, like that. And Garth, you've drafted the Mighty.
Okay.
Which means
Nice.
that going undrafted in the tag division is the Hardy Boys, the New Day, the Kingdom,
New Day has ended.
the Kingdom, the Briscoes, LAX, and the Lucha Dragons.
Question, is LAX LAX or LAX OGs? Because I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's
So I watched
all
Impact
right.
the other day.
It's all of them. All of them. Right, we move on to the women and our last draft round. So hopefully
Let's fuck if I don't get Tony Storm.
this will sort of hopefully even out our draft picks a bit more. We'll see.
I want Charlotte.
I
Okay.
want Tony Storm so bad.
Well, Garth, you've ended up with Madison Rain.
She's alright, I suppose.
Chris, Shayna Baszler.
Hmm.
And I've got Becky Lynch. Which I am more than happy with because, in my opinion, she's brilliant.
I don't think that's a hot take, to be honest with you.
Okay, what I was going to say was she was better than Charlotte and then thought I was in the wrong company to say that. Garth, you've got Ronda Rousey.
Nice.
Chris, you've got Charlotte Flair.
Nice.
Damn.
I've got Sue Young. I'll take that.
Question, I've not actually seen Sue Young wrestle. Can she work or is she just a gimmick?
More gimmick than wrestling.
More gimmick, yeah.
To be fair, she's against like Tessa Blanchard and Rosemary. She can get away with that.
Yeah, true.
She's got one of the best gimmicks in the wrestling at the minute, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Storyline-wise, brilliant. Storyline wise, brilliant. Garth, Natalia.
Nice.
Chris, Nia Jax.
Uh,
And I've got B. Priestley.
do you also have Osprey?
I do.
Okay.
Which is only fair, seeing as, I do have Will Ospreay. Right. On to the fourth round of this final draft block. We have got Asuka going to Showtime.
Yes!
Wow. Jesus. Sasha Banks going to CXT.
Okay.
She's my favourite.
If you get Tony Storm, we can work something out.
And Naomi going to Ignition. Going to...
Just gloss over that one.
Yep, Jesus, it's sort of gone downhill after. But I've got B. Priestley. So, last four picks. Going to Showtime. Ember Moon.
Nice.
Kind of overrated, in my opinion.
Yep, absolutely. CXT, the Iconics.
Oh, okay. At least I now have jobbers.
It's true.
For women.
And I've got Alundra Blaze,
Yes.
which, again, fantastic worker. I'm happy with that. Going to Showtime, Kairi Sane.
Okay.
Keeping up the theme of ICW for Chris, you've got Viper.
Nice.
And I've got Candice LeRae. Separating her from her hubby. Her hubby. Who I believe is on CXT, am I right?
Yes. DIY was my first tag pick.
Yeah, it's a good job you picked some decent ones beforehand, because the draft has not been kind to you, Chris.
You know, on hindsight, just looking over it, it's not a bad roster, just you two have so much better.
Going to Showtime, Bailey.
Nice.
It's the contract for Bailey, just a hug.
It's a hug, and then you get to have a feel about inflatable things.
Wow. Jesus.
Okay, so you really are like Vince McMahon. You
Yeah,
really are.
you really are.
I'm going down that way.
Speaking of that, Chris, you've got the Bella Twins.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
They're even in this.
Yes, they are. And I've got Alexa Bliss. So, last round of women. And these are the people that are yet to be picked. Tony Storm.
Is it the last round?
Pardon?
Then we have 2 rounds left, just basing on what I had down here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I've got 7.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, never mind, I'm stupid.
Okay, it's fine. Don't worry. Nia Jax, sorry. Lita. Trish Stratus. Gail Kim. Mercedes Martinez. Rosemary. Mayu Iwatani, and Maya Yim. They are the women that are left. So, last round, Garth. You have drafted Maya Yim.
Okay.
Chris, you've drafted Rosemary.
Nice.
And I've drafted Tony Storm.
Oh, you prick.
And thus ends the first ever PodMania Pro-Wrestling Draft. Garth, sum up your feelings.
Overwhelmed. And also absolutely bricking what I'm going to do with all these megastars.
Well, you've got 3 weeks to think about it, so have a nice think. Chris, what are you thinking?
You know what? That's why, in fact, it's not as stacked as your rosters. I feel like I'm the ECW, the CXT here.
Wow.
Well, obviously I'm a CXT here, but I have some very solid picks, some old names to make the younger guys look as good as they are. I have, without a doubt, the best tag division, in my opinion.
I agree with you. I think you have got a very good tag team division.
With the exception of the Bella Twins, my women's division is amazing.
Yeah, I'm fairly happy with my women's division. I don't think I had a very strong women's division up until Tony Storm. I think that sort of tied it off. But yeah, overall, a really good draft. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to recap what is going to happen. This Saturday, so not tomorrow, next week, next Saturday, I am going to be giving you the first episode of Ignition. The week after, Chris will be giving you the first episode of CXT, and the week after that, Garth will be delivering the first episode of Showtime. The only episode before he goes out of business because he can't afford his roster.
It's like Legends of Wrestling.
Exactly, yeah. It is like Legends of Wrestling. But ladies and gentlemen, each man will give you more information about their shows as we present the shows to you. Keep up to date on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, on our own Twitters as well to keep up to date. We will keep you posted of any trades and of any free agents unless they are going to make a surprise entrance. But in the meantime, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We understand it is a long drawn out process doing the draft, but we've tried to make it as fun as possible for you to watch and listen to. But thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk to you guys again very, very soon.
Bye-bye.